Today we're doing a quick replacement on one of these blade spindles. My tractor is an Aaron's with a 46-inch deck. We're also going to replace the blade set. You can see there were many tractors just like this with many different brand names. This is what I hit that caused the mayhem. Somehow one of the reinforcers slid underneath this guy. Here's the damage that was caused. That piece hooked on this fella. That is supposed to be right up here. Bent, engaged the blade. Blade is all bent up. And looks like it stripped out the bolts on that spindle. We'll disassemble it. We're going to start with pulling off the chute. Belt guard. 3/8 socket required for that. Take the belt off, grab your pulley, pull it towards you, and that comes off like so. I'm going to take the pulley off, so I'm going to, with a gloved hand, grab that blade, take the big ass crescent wrench, no damage to the pulley. Pull off the blade. Now we'll take off the spindle and inspect it for damage. 1/2 inch is what this takes. I don't know how well it's going to show up in the video, but the shaft is actually bent inside this darn thing, and it turns quite hard, but amazingly these are what usually break off is the mounting. So I took out the new flange mounting bolts. Get that guy up in there. Get all of these guys started by hand. Okay, we've got them all started, and we'll use our impact and get everything snugged up that way. We'll get our pulley back in place. We'll tighten it up after we get the blade on. Now, these guys are 5/8. Get it about yay tight. Make sure you check the tightness of these guys often during the mowing season. I often find them coming loose. Double check the tightness of the spindle mount bolts. Tighten back down our pulley nut, that's a 7/8. I'll hold the blade with a gloved hand to keep everything where you want it to be. Nice and snug. Gonna reach in here, pull on our idler for the pulley, the tensioner, or whatever you want to call that. Get our belt back in place. We'll return our belt guard, thread it in there. These are 3/8. Okay, get them just snug, and that's good. Last is get our chute into place here. Somewhere you should have 3 or 4 hands. You can see it's got a carriage style bolt with a shoulder on it. Bring that up from the bottom, thread the nut on from the top. And these are 1/2 inch. And spindle is in. Just one more thing we'll have to take a little look at, and then get back to mowing. Alrighty, the spindle with the bent shaft, and turns out the mounting holes are stripped out from that catastrophe. We replaced, obviously, the bent blade. We've got the new blade in there ready to go. So there's our baffle, or reinforcer that caught and got all bent up. With the hammer and anvil, straighten that guy out. Used numerous bolts to hold that guy in place, drilled a number of holes, and hopefully we will not have a repeat of the mayhem of catching a root. Can't really see it. Everything's reassembled. The spindle's in place. Belt is back on. The only thing we'll have to do is that front mount for the mower deck got bent back a bit. We'll take the big pipe wrench and bend it back forward. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video and found it to be useful. If so, like, follow, subscribe, and all the other great YouTube-y stuff. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next project.